thank you. You have opportunities for pictures later. Can you please go? All of you here followed all the intrigue, suspense, excitement with Big Brother Naija. And you know, after everything, all the work that they do, and based on logistics, we have our winner. So everybody just, you know, one time round of applause for Efe. Okay, without further ado, I'm just going to introduce some of the familiar faces sitting here. So we've got Bisola, the runner-up, of course. A round of applause for her. Yes, and the robbery we do. We've got the MD, Multi-Choice Nigeria, who is responsible for bringing all of this to your streets, Mr. John Ube. Please, a round of applause for him. Yes, well done, sir. And of course, reintroducing the man who won based on logistics, the man of the hour, Efe, Warri. Who will be? He'll be president of 25 million, you're not using a play. And of course, the regional director for N West Africa and Africa Magic, Mrs. Wangi Umbaozoku. I would also like to call to the high table or high chair the Chief Marketing Officer of Heritage Bank, Mr. Felai Dapo Obe. Sorry, could you please just take your seats. So as you know, Heritage Bank is a proud sponsor of the show. We're also expecting the MD of Payports, Mr. Pasi Eyo, who is on his way and will join us shortly. I'll just take a little time to acknowledge all the other sponsors in the house, Legend, Dufo Prima, and all the others. I would like to say a big thank you on behalf of Multi-Choice for supporting the show all through the 11 weeks and providing platforms and opportunities for all the housemates. So a big round of applause and thank you to all the sponsors in the house. So without further ado, I'm going to give the MD, Mr. John Ube, to just give a few opening remarks about the show and why we're here today. Sir?
So good morning everyone and welcome. Okay, yeah, so I think, why are we here? I think it's a big celebration for us, and while we're celebrating Efe today, I think, but also just celebrating everything around Big Brother Naija. Big Brother Naija 2017, all the people. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that you don't see in front of those, front of the cameras, and often we forget to celebrate all the people that sat up. You watch the show 24/7. It means there are people sitting up 24/7 to make sure everything goes very well in there. But most importantly, let me say a big thank you to our sponsors. Payport, Heritage Bank, Dufil, the makers of Indomie and Mini Mini Chin Chin, Legend, Coca-Cola, Unilever, and Pharmatech. I think we've spent a few months with their products. I think literally everyone in Nigeria knows how to sing and recite all the ads of our sponsors. We've burned it into everyone's memory. And I'm sure, we went and we had a very good journey together. So, Big Brother always has a way of polarizing people. People have different opinions. But I think at the end of the day, it was important for us to celebrate being Nigerian in its truest form. We celebrated our culture. We were able to touch on social issues. We all know about one of the big problems we have in the country. I'm sure that, the housemates didn't know there was a meningitis big outbreak here. But I think for us, that's a platform to get the message out. And we were very happy to see that meningitis drama you guys put together. You guys didn't have any clue what it meant for Nigeria. The education behind it. And oftentimes, when people talk about Big Brother, they tend to only talk about some of the just softer things. But we always say there's a lot more behind the show. There's a lot of education. We sang, we danced with you guys. We got to see the beautiful beats. I mean, we learned we even went to a wedding, learning our tradition. Although I don't think it was it a real wedding? Because we got worried at a point or to be continued. Okay, so we'll get back to that bit later. But I think, guys, it's a very big learning experience. Putting, all these people together. We always, in this country at times, try to talk about maybe how we are not same tribe, but when we really come together as Nigerians, we forget completely tribes, because we had people in the house who just related to each other based on, just meeting each other there. Not logistics this time. But people were real with each other. You did not get any hint of tribe. It was just Nigerians together. And that's what, we, as MultiChoice Nigeria see. We believe we took Nigeria to the rest of the world. I mean, the show was popular just about everywhere in Africa. They will probably mob you more. We know how to farm in Nigeria, so when we see people, we still like the rest of Africa, they don't farm too much. So they'll probably even mob you more there. But what we did was take the Nigerian culture and teach everyone in Africa what makes us Nigerians. And we're very proud today that after all this period, we have a winner who was chosen completely by our viewers at home. That's the power we gave to the viewers. The viewers every week told us who they wanted to see, and with a lot of the messages, I don't know how you guys are going to do it, but you need to sit back and show. I hope you guys have an Explorer decoders. You guys don't, because based on logistics, we'll talk about that before the end of this. Because you need to go back and just watch. People recorded practically the entire show. And when you go back and watch a lot of those clips, I'm sure it'll shock you yourself. We're proud. We have what we've always said is the biggest platform. There were a lot of questions when we started, but we think it's important to take, people, put them on this platform and give them the opportunity to reach out there. What we've done with entertainment in Nigeria, it's successfully moved up in terms of contribution to GDP. We think we're still scratching the surface. We think there's still a lot of room for growth, because what we have in this country is talent. And what we have, it's our advantage we can use over just anywhere else. So for us, we'll continue to invest, continue to develop the talent, and we are really, really proud and happy to see you guys come out, and we can't wait to see you guys bloom. So thank you, everyone, and I'm sure we'll take questions or something later. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Just to add to what John has said, I think Big Brother, courtesy MultiChoice and Africa Magic, has shown that Nigeria is not all doom and gloom, but boom and bloom, as you can see from these people. They went into the house literally as upstarts, and they've come out as stars. If you saw any clips of them being received at the airport yesterday, you have an idea of what we're talking about. Just before we progress, I'd like the Chief Marketing Officer for Heritage Bank, Mr. Fela Ibidapo, to just also give a few words about Heritage Bank's sponsorship of the show and their plans for the housemates going forward. So, Mr. Ibidapo.
Thank you very much. I think for us in Heritage Bank, it's been a privilege. It's been a privilege. It's been a long journey. 11 weeks, I was watching it day to day in my office just to make sure that, hey, where's the money going to? But we've met with a couple of them. They've come to the office, and the whole idea and what we kept telling them was the fact that, look, the show is actually meant to be bigger. You're meant to be bigger post the show. So we're looking at each of them as individuals rather than as a group, and trying to say what exactly is this platform, because everybody says this platform. So what we're going to be trying to be doing with them in Heritage Bank is to define this platform that's been created for you now. Is it entertainment? Is it show? Is it music? But we now have to sort of detail, and so that we can sort of push it in for the next 6-9 months. The whole idea of reality TV, will be to say, look, this is the guy who started off, in a certain point, and then based on the support, banking has gone beyond, just money, and to say, look, put value in this thing. So we would just want to thank DSTV MultiChoice for the privilege. I'm sure you had more than heritage. I mean, you have 24 options in terms of the banking options that you have. But thank you very much. We were able to sort of bring a little bit of more value in terms of culture. That's really where we kind of find our own space. And based on logistics, we will continually push in this space for FA and for Bisola and for every other housemate. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Questions, please.
My name is Obike Okafor. I'm a journalist from bounce.ng. The question I want to ask is to Bisola. I want to ask her 2 questions. First question, have you and King Tony had you talk? First question. Second question.
Amazing first question.
What's the next thing for you now that you're out of the house?
Good afternoon, or is it still morning?
It's still morning, actually.
Because we don't lose track of time. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your questions. No, I have not had a talk with Tony, but I do not think I need to have a talk with him. There's no need for that. We would definitely work together on a professional level. So yes, he's fine, hopefully. What is next for me? My goodness, the love out there. I don't know whether or not you work where I do this. Because coming, just landing, even just getting to the airport in South Africa, I couldn't believe it. And then getting down here, I'm like, no, people were pulling my neck, literally. And I'm like, this girl, you is home pieces for its own. But it's work. I cannot wait to get back to work. I am so gingered. If he always tells me when I put on my trainers, and he saw me wear that yesterday, once I put on my sneakers, I'm ready to work. So I'm open. I cannot wait to let my bank account be going hop, hop, hop. That is what is up. Thank you very much.
All right.
My name is Larry Dukoya, and I write for New Telegraph newspapers. My question is about the circumstance with which Big Brother Naija 2 began. I mean, it was greeted with a lot of criticism on the premise that it was taken to South Africa. Going forward, now that, especially now that Heritage Bank, are we still going to have the BBNaija 3 that will be staged in Nigeria?
Don't you think you should wait for a few months before you ask this question? Just give us some time to think. But I think it's very early. As with everything, we need to go back, take a look, see what our strategy going into next year is, and then we'll be able to make an announcement. In terms of the house being in South Africa, yes, I think that was one of the distractions very early on. And, we did come out to say, as with all the programs we do, oftentimes when you watch TV, it's not the location of the shoot. We have lots of programs on African magic. I mean, Tinsel has just gone beyond the 2000 episode. It's a record. There's nothing else that has been running that long. A lot of people, when they watch it on TV, will say, I'm sure it's been shot in South Africa. It's been done right here in Lagos. And it's been done in Lagos for years. The studio is world class. 10 seasons. We've been 10 seasons of Tinsel. So, you know, we're part of a big organization, and for certain programs, you tend to find, for example, I mean, Big Brother, you know, there are different editions of Big Brother. So it just made sense to customize a house. You know, the people who have been in the Big Brother house will tell you it's not a normal house. The amount of equipment you have to put in there, decommissioning and using that for just maybe 3 months in a year, when you have the opportunity to reuse the house, it's economies of scale. You want to reduce your costs. So it wasn't a decision based on power or based on, you know, there were lots of, it's just how best do we do and how best do we bring content. There's a lot that we commission locally, there's a lot that we shoot here. We have, you know, I know we have the best studios around and we shoot a lot in country. But also we had quite a lot of Nigerians on the production team of Big Brother. The series producer is Nigerian, so I'm sure when you saw them eating, it was eba and pounded yam. You didn't see them eating anything else. So the show was as Nigerian as it can get. If nobody mentioned the location, you wouldn't have known about the location anyway. Yeah.
Hi, just want to add to that, and I want to talk on just the level of investment. So that's one show, and that show, the investment in that show is fine, but of African Magic, so we are the executive producers, we are the ones who produce the content that goes onto the GSTV Watch Choice platform. And if you look at it positively, there's a lot of investment that we do here on ground, and I think let's not take away from that. We do a lot of co-productions. John mentioned things, but there's so much more. If you watch Africa Magic on any given day, there are new shows being launched. So I just want us to focus on the fact that as MultiChoice as a company, we focus on investing in our local content, our local production. And again, we've got 14 people enter our house. They're now all stars. Our plan is also to look for opportunities to invest in them and build their careers in the direction that they want to go. So that's what we do, and we've proven that time and time again.
Feel? Just in a few words, how does it feel?
I saw the big man they talk since. I don't join them. But honestly, it's an amazing feeling. Like, I just went into the house as a normal guy and I came out and everything has been different. I couldn't sleep last night. I was awake till 3. I woke up 5 because we had to come out for this stuff. So it's been, I'm still trying to catch up. I keep asking my brother questions, I keep asking my friend, as Dr. said, questions. I want to know what's up. I heard different things people did for me. I'm like, they ask who I be. Like, it's what I want to first, I just give gratitude to MultiChoice Nigeria, that's DSTV and African Magic, for putting up this show and for selecting me. And I want to give it a big shout out to Payport because they came through for each and every housemate. Back to back, they wear different buffers based on logistics, time level. And the supplies they come straight up from Nigeria to save us. Yes, sir. And to Heritage Bank for helping me get married in the house, for sponsoring the wedding. Shout out to you. Yes, so I'm speechless as to how I feel because I'm even, if I say I confuse, many of the day I say I crease. I'm normal, but I confuse. Like, yeah. Thank you very much.
So just before we proceed, you know, there's some interesting statistics of the show that we know would surprise everybody. I would like the regional directors to just talk about the amazing numbers recorded, you know, just in terms of voting. So Wangi, if you could please just share the insights with us.
Okay, just one, I mean, there's just one insight that's still in my mind because of the last week. I think that I know the week before we had a book at say 11 million votes. Not people, votes. So the last week alone, we had over 26.7 plus million votes, and that's amazing. So why it's amazing is because in the history of all the productions we've done, and this is Pan-Africa, we have never gotten that. I think the highest was probably for Idols in SA. They didn't even reach 20 million votes. So this is huge, and also it's not just Nigeria. Of course, the majority of the votes were from Nigeria, but we had a lot of viewership in South Africa and other parts of East Africa with keen, I mean, the supporters club, I think the people who now speak the way we speak in other parts of Africa. We have taught them a thing or two. We also had audiences thanks to social media and social media team in the UK, in America. So it's huge. And I know you think you arrived in the Nigeria airport and you were wondering. Don't be surprised when you get to New York. They may not let you leave the airport because it's really that big. So for us, there are many firsts with this platform. So we're just overwhelmed and amazed at the support we have from Nigerians and the embracing of this property as a national platform. It's been mind-boggling, and then we're just grateful for that. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So, in the absence of, okay, you got one more question, and you too.
Thank you very much. My name is Israel Ojoko, right, for bounce.ng. We are live on Facebook right now, and one of the viewers just asked, if you don't see the bank alert.
Okay, earlier I didn't greet you guys. So good morning, Africa. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning to you guys here. And good morning to my able and capable ladies and gentlemen sitting right, my left and right. And I just arrived. I'm based on logistics. You know, I expect say you could just go the way they go. And I don't even trust you with the ask. Who they ask the question? I don't trust you. I don't feel it. I don't trust you. But the reputation of multi-choice Nigeria, African Magic, Payports, Heritage Bank, GoTV, Legend, Indomie, Coca-Cola. See them now, mini meeting. When I expect they go job me, they're not going to job me. That's how they say, even if now. So even if it's going to take me, which is impossible, but if you take me 1 year, I would cheat. Because right now, people ready to borrow me money. Yes, so about that, based on logistics, everything will go as they plan. And I'm very humble and loyal and patient until where everything is set. And they have plans for me because they wouldn't want, this show has been exceptional, sir. And giving past winners, I thank God that at this moment there's a conscious effort to see that I don't go down. So I know a lot of people are behind me. So please, can you put a round of applause for them from people? Yes, I don't speak English. Before I go on the mission, I don't. Thank you very much.
No, I just wanted to ask Efe if he came with his driver's license. Because they're talking back and you have to drive out of here. So we're not postponing it. So if you didn't bring your license, they'll stop you right outside the gate.
All right, John, thanks. One more question.
Hi everyone, my name is Queenette I'm a producer for Sound City TV. So I have a question for Mr. Tony. I just want to know, are we going to see a BTS of Mr. John, sorry. Pardon. The fake house. Alright, I just want to know if we're going to see a BTS of everything that went down. That's the behind the scenes of the shoots.
I can see one is saying no. No. Why do you want to see behind the scenes? We have seen all the scenes. What, 11 weeks? We don't want to show any scene again. I think the nature of the show, really is not what is 24/7 watch the show. I'm sure you saw the lights going off while Ebuka was walking away. That's it, it was done.
How does it feel to be a winner?
It feels great, and I'm just grateful. I mean, full gratitude to God, basically.
So what's next for you?
I got into the house to I got into the house to promote my music, and it will be music primarily with other stuff, because if it's now a more bigger brand than the music aspect. Funny enough, I realized that in the house when I came, I realized people didn't know much of my music because I went to leave and I kept that aside. So I think I'm going to bring that back together with us.
So what's your plan for your term based on logistics? Already, Aba boys have clothes already. So what's your plan?
Yeah, so I heard.
So you braid, if you braid.
Okay, see how it go be. The plans for based on logistics is still based on logistics. You hear from me.
Hi, how does it feel to be in the family of the winning team?
Man, it feels great. It feels good. You know, I'm feeling like a big man right now.
Well, what was that feeling when they were about to call the winner and you were like, what was it?
Well, I was already expecting it, so the feeling was already there. So it just became normal.
Well, some people said your mom couldn't watch the TV and she was just...
I don't know about that because I was not in Jos. She was in Jos and I was in Lagos.
Okay.
But I know she screamed. Someone said she screamed.
So what advice do you have for Ife now?
I've been saying this. There's no advice. He has already been advised. And he's living on the advice. If I notice he's going wrong, I'll advise him. But for now, he's good.
So based on logistics, now we've been seeing Ife bread, Ife this, Ife shirts, based on logistics shirts. So how's it going to be now?
For the bread matter, you know, somebody been done the sell bread before. The name na Ife. As if it can't the blue, the bread begin to sell.